Hi, I'm Eleni.
I'm Will.
And welcome to Blabbermouths!
This is our first time back since we did our live show.
It was the craziest Tuesday anyone's ever had in a while.
In New York City, to say the least.
No one was like, I have work tomorrow. Everyone was like
excited.
bringing the vibes.
I was on a natural high. I didn't even drink that much that
Oh,
night.
I was fucked up.
I think I had maybe like in total 3 or 4 drinks over that period of time because I was so naturally high off of like the energy of the audience and how fun we were having and the people there. It was just, So I was like, I need this every time I go out. That's what the high.
Honestly, I do understand why performers get like an addiction to performing because it was a high like I've never felt in life.
I've come close to the high before, but
I haven't.
This was
no
something
shrooms
new.
could do that.
It was fun, and our guests were really great. They like showed up, and not only they blew me out of the water how great they were with talking with us, engaging with the audience.
They were amazing. It was incredible, and then like I had a cup next to me, and it was like the first response cup, and it had Meghan had put wine in it. And I think I just started drinking it like water. And like by the end of the show, I had guzzled like the whole thing, which it must have been like 3 glasses of wine. And then we got to the green room and our guy, Diego.
Love him.
City Winery. Diego from City Winery. You are a fucking gem.
We love you so much.
I know what Beyonce feels like. We walked off stage. Diego was waiting for me with a dirty gin martini.
And
that is someone's husband.
He had a Moscow Mule for me.
No,
I was
that's
like,
crazy.
Girl.
No, like... We didn't even ask. We had just stepped off stage, and that was where everything went dark. I don't remember anything after that.
Well, I could fill the gaps if you need me to.
We just had the after party, which was fun.
And that was fun. And I feel like also it was such a atmosphere that like warranted a call and response from the audience too. I think just the way that City Winery is set up with like the tables and you can also drink and eat during it.
Yeah.
I think that made it even much more fun for us to engage with the audience, which I think that was even, I want to do more crowd work the next time.
No, it went so well. I'm so proud of both of you. Like that was incredible and I had a lot of fun.
I did see you yapping in the corner. I look over, my stepdad Bob, who is like our #1 fan, and he honestly only listens to his podcast for Meghan's interruptions. He told me like he wants more of them, so Meg, you chime in whenever.
Honestly, I'm honored to have a fan.
I did see you both yapping in the corner for a long time. I was like, is Meghan about to be my
No, it was good. We had a nice conversation and he was very complimentary of you.
That's sweet.
Bob has been in my life for a long time. That's nice.
Bob's a character.
And then at another moment I saw my parents who haven't spoken in like 15 years talking, and my friends like took a video of it, and it's like my parents talking and Bob in the corner with the waitress just like with his wine.
He was watching.
Really
he was
funny.
like, oh God. But people really also like the digital shorts. They thought we were really funny and gimmicky in them. And I think that was like people complimented how that was like a great way to break up the live element of it, which was really fun. And it kind of felt like, a little bit SNL-y, because it's like.
Is this your way of complimenting me?
Oh, I'm just saying in general. Oh my good
Lord. I wonder
Lord.
who had that good idea.
What I'm just trying to say is people really loved it and we had a good time.
We all did it together.
No, first of all, this is a we, obviously.
It felt more like a variety show, which was, I think, so fun. And it wasn't just like a live recording of a podcast, which I loved.
I felt like what my intention going into it was like, I really wanted to just be like an hour and 30 minutes. Turns out it was an hour of where we could just forget like the outside noise of the world. And it was like, I wanted people to really just like have so much fun that they forgot everything they were worrying about.
I think
and someone said that to me after they were like, I just laughed for an hour and forgot what was going on. I was like, exactly.
That's what we wanted to do.
I was like, that's gorgeous. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And much needed. I wanted to attend it. Like I was like, I want to switch body places with someone and be in the audience.
I said to my mom after, and some family, I'm like, this reminds me of when I would do theater shows, and it's like, I always wanted to go to my own show with my family because, I was always like, you're so welcome. I brought you guys together for this.
Wait, Will, can you tell us what happened to your mom on the way to the show?
Yes.
This didn't even get brought up.
I know. I was looking for a moment to bring it up, and unfortunately it didn't. I was supposed to be wearing my Dump Him shirt, which would have done, nice little pairing with the pink leather pants.
For those unfamiliar with the iconic Britney Spears Spears reference.
Yes.
It's a reference.
It's a reference to Miss Britney Spears. And I wore it in this photo shoot. So I was like, of course, let me wear this for the live show. But my mom had it at her house. So I was like, oh, just bring it in when you're coming in early and I'll grab it from you. I get a call as we're doing the live rehearsal and I'm like, oh, my mom's here, guys. Like, let me go grab it. And she's like, Will, I'm so sorry. The Dump Him shirt was just stolen from me in Penn Station. And I'm like, what?
That's great.
And I'm like, Mom. And then part of me is like, fuck, what am I going to wear? But I didn't even be like, are you okay? I was just more like, it's cool, Mom. Like, whatever.
Also, it's such a classic stereotype of like, the city's so scary and bad and blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's not. And it's like the one time someone comes.
I know.
They get robbed.
What I kept saying, I was like, she comes all the way from Jersey.
Yeah.
To get robbed.
That's never happened to me.
Yeah.
I've been here for whatever many years.
Right. It was so funny. And my mom, I'm like, are you, finally I caught up with her and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, oh my gosh. It's just very funny that happened to me. I'm
Did
like,
someone just snatch it out of her hand?
that's from what my understanding.
Like, I'm like, was she holding it out?
I think it was like one of those where she didn't have like a bag, and I think it was just like over her shoulder. Like she wasn't really like, you know, when you get out
I'm
of
so confused about how it went down.
you know what? Honestly, we have to get Meg on the show so she can later clarify this.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think in that craziness, when you're in Penn Station, there is so much going on. Like, even as a veteran New Jersey Transit rider, fuck you, New Jersey Transit. But I feel like I get crazed and overwhelmed still. Like, there's
a lot going on.
You kind of lose yourself a little bit trying to figure out where you're going and what you're doing.
But was there like a tussle?
No,
Did they just snatch it?
I think it was like one of those like, oh my God, I had it, and now where is it? Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, my mom wasn't like beaten and like.
I didn't know she was like tug of war.
No, it wasn't tug of war meditation.
Idiot! It's on Amazon for $10.
I know. Maybe they needed it more than I did.
That's a nice thought.
Yeah.
Well, the show was such a huge success that we are very excited to announce
we have a second show.
You guys.
Oh my God.
I literally, after it happened, I was like, man, I want to do it all over again.
And guess what? We are.
We were shy of like 2 tickets to sell out, which is a lot. So I'm just going to say that we sold out.
We sold out.
Because 2 tickets, come on.
Yeah. This is our, like, you know, Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Lady Gaga moment when they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We had one show. So many of you were waiting in the Ticketmaster line. All of you were waiting in the City Winery line. We got you. There's a second show. Don't you worry.
I had a lot of people message me and be like, wow, that looks so fun.
Yeah.
I had some people go, I didn't realize what a big deal this was. Like, people said no. And I was like, yeah, this is a big fucking deal.
This is a deal.
And
how many times have you said that you had a live show?
Yeah, not 1, but 2, because it was such a success.
2, girl.
And so now you can come blab with us again. We're going to have different guests this time. We loved our guests.
We love
But we're going to mix it up a little.
We're going to change it up. It's still going to be a slumber party.
Still going to have some of the same elements.
Yes.
So if you saw the first one, you should just come to the next one.
And if you didn't see the first one, don't worry. You're going to get a mixture of what you saw, what you didn't see at Slumber Party 1.
Yeah.
And a whole new revamped show as well.
Well, yeah. So get your tickets.
Get your tickets now.
Because it was the most fun day ever.
So given that the show is so close to one of my favorite holidays, Halloween, are you guys planning any fun costumes for the show?
We might have to.
There's going to be some spooky elements.
Okay.
Spooky.
There's going to be some nods. I think it's like I think it's a mixture of if you love to dress up, but also it's not like you know, some people like hate Halloween.
Sure.
But you want something to do around the time?
We got you. Yeah, this is a fun, like, you need Halloween plans? Come hang out with us.
Christopher was such a hit at the show.
He was a big
Kira,
hit.
at the very end of the, like, curtain call or whatever, held him up and the crowd went wild.
She held him up like Simba.
More than they went for anyone else. Like, people freaked out.
Kira and him have a beautiful relationship. I'm excited for them both.
The life of a showgirl.
Girl. Listen, last time we did a little talking about, you know, her rollout of the album. We got some comments from some of the followers on the Betches Instagram.
I hear you guys. I see that you're mad at us. Yeah. Guys, we're joking.
Yeah. It's never that deep. It was never that serious. What's that TikTok sound? It's never that serious.
If you wanted to buy that ugly orange cardigan, we don't hate you.
If you want to buy 87,000 copies of the same CD, I am so thrilled you have that right.
People were really mad at us for giving our opinion on Miss Girl.
Yeah.
And literally no tea, no shade, no hate. they were like, yeah, Taylor Swift came into my house and held my credit card up against my will. And it's like, okay.
It's like, okay, come on now.
You saw those comments?
Yeah, I
They were
did. And I
terrible.
think what's hard about it too is like, it's not like your comments are preventing Taylor from selling
Yes.
music or like making the bajillion dollars that she's clearly going to make off of all of this.
And I
Like,
do have a problem with you all making this a gender issue. Because
We
some
would
of the
say this
comments
about
were like,
anyone.
say this about a man. I would.
We
I
would.
would. And we have.
Yeah.
We criticized the Jonas Brothers for their money grab.
Yep, of the tour.
So
and how they're-
don't be doing that.
Me and Eleni criticize any money grab because we're sitting there going, wish we could do the same money
Yeah.
grab.
I
So,
respect the
come
money
on.
grab.
Like,
we're
what-
just saying, like, we don't need a countdown clock.
No.
You could still get the money grab
Yeah, you
without
could
the
still do
countdown
it.
clock. We weren't criticizing the money grab. We were criticizing the countdown clock.
Yes.
And that's where you all lost the plot.
You lost the plot. And quite frankly, I gotta be so real. I listened to this album. I have a bunch of friends who are Swifties. No shade, love you girls. But truthfully, I was disappointed by this album because I feel as though, yes, I think she's a pretty talented woman, singer, songwriter, and the lyrics kind of felt a little like corny, like still felt like we were stuck in high school, felt like we were just regurgitating things that like, she had done before, but now it's a little less elegant. Now it's a little more chat GPT. So
Your expectation was probably like, because you've never really like vibed with a Taylor Swift album.
there's the 1989 and the Midnight
Okay.
album. I like those actually.
I think maybe the expectation was like this was going to be an album for everyone. Like, no, this is an album for the Swifties, the
Yeah.
girly peps who like love it.
Love her, yeah.
Brian loves it. Veronica
Yeah.
loves it.
Yeah.
Our resident Swifties love it. I like, you want to know what? I fuck with that song. It's all right. Dun, dun, dun. I fuck with that Opalite
Opalite.
song.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Life of Ophelia. I'm sorry, I don't
Fate
know.
of Ophelia.
The Fate of Ophelia. I love that. I think the music video was really good.
Yeah. I have to watch it.
don't like the Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah, with
it's
Sabrina,
not
it's
doing it for
kinda
me.
sad.
And you want to know what? I don't like Cool by the Jonas Brothers either, which it sounds like.
Oh yeah, it interpolates that. I was also very upset with, if this is true, it's alleged, but it seems pretty true, that Taylor wrote kind of a diss track called Actually Romantic about Charlie XCX, which
Is that confirmed?
Sympathy is a Knife was the original song by Charlie XCX that people assumed was about Taylor. There's still no confirmation from the singer, but that was more of a comment like, I'm in this industry and I'm comparing myself to you and I feel insecure to you, Taylor. Like, I'm paranoid. I don't know if you like me or if you don't, yada, yada, yada.
Sometimes I think you might like me. Sometimes I think I might hate you.
Exactly.
Sometimes I think I might hate me.
Yeah, exactly. So it was more of like when Charlie wrote that song, it was very like, this is what my inner thoughts are, and it's no shade. And then Taylor took this upon herself to write this song allegedly about Charlie, and it's like, you may call me boring Barbie, all that coke you're doing's got you brave, and then like calls her like a tiny chihuahua in her bag, like you're that much of a nuisance to me. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm all for Taylor making a response to it because, like, who knows? There might be more deeper.
Yeah, we don't know what went down in the backstage.
Yeah, but
I don't think Charlie would be nice to me if I was dating Maddie Healy. I think she'd be like, that girl's annoying.
Maybe. So I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way because I just felt like, girl, like when Lorde responded to Charlie's Girl So Confusing song, it was an incredible response. Like they worked it out on the remix. That whole lingo came out and they became friends again. And I was like, I was expecting maybe more of that if Taylor was going to go that route of responding with like a diss track or whatnot. So
I don't think that they vibe. I think it's like
they probably don't.
Girls sometimes don't like each other.
Yeah, and that's also fair. I respect that.
they're also very different vibes.
Yeah, like different
Yeah.
vibes. Like I don't see them ever partying together. I think that when she was probably dating Maddie Healy, they weren't vibing at all. Like she was
Probably.
like that makes total sense.
For what, to all intents and purposes, Charlie is more of an underdog in the music scenario, in the music industry than Taylor is. So it came off as a little like, wait, it seems like you're going against the things you stand for just to like get a like quick jab in at someone, even if you don't like them. I respect. But so I thought it was weird.
My biggest takeaway from this album, which is breaking news, Travis Kelce, she wanted everyone to know that he has a huge
Oh,
dick.
yeah, that was interesting.
She said, I'm going to call a song called Wood, and it's going to be the 9th track because he's 9 inches.
Oh, you think that's
what the girls are saying on TikTok is that he's got a 9-inch dick.
So this is my speculation too, is that like it's too sexy. Like she was trying to be a little sexy. Like she is sexy, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but she's wholesome.
Yeah.
Then I have to remember that she is a 35-year-old woman.
But they commented on about how Taylor Swift has always had this like wholesome, high school white girl image of like could never talk about sex. If she did, it would have to be very much more so like confined or like in triple double entendres. So a lot of people are now commenting on this because I feel like this is the first time that she's kind of not alluding to it, but she's, you know, she's really singing about it.
I mean, but it is still giving like Christian chords the man she's marrying.
No, so that's what I mean. It's still
not like I'm fucking all these guys.
No, yeah. So that's what I mean. I think like it's like kind of like this weird foray into it. She's trying to navigate that, but she's never been in that space to make music like that. Whereas like I feel like so many other artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Gaga, Rihanna, Britney, they made it all of the kind of from the get-go. They're always, you know, being provocative and sexy and whatnot, where Taylor never went that route. So I think we're seeing her trying to navigate that right now for the first time.
She also came up in a different era where like she was so like I don't think that Taylor could have been the Sabrina Carpenter kind of artist 10 years ago because of the way they criticized her. Like that would never have flown just for her brand.
Yeah.
Also, though, she won't be touring anymore, which all of a sudden I want to go to the Eras tour, but I guess I can't. Too late.
Yeah, she's probably, I think
She's
in that
tired.
interview, she said she's exhausted. I mean,
would be too.
That tour went on for ages. So I'm like, I get it that she's probably like, let me relax. I'm going to get married next year. What's the rush?
She did say, someone was like, are you not going to make music anymore? And she was like, what the fuck? Why would I not make music anymore? So the good news, she's still going to make music.
Yeah.
No pauses coming anytime soon.
Probably not.
I think the Swifties are getting fed, and we are getting fed on Taylor content.
Yeah. And allegedly, I was doing a little, you know, after all of this, there's rumors that Reputation TV Vault Tracks will come out as like an extended play by the end of this year, allegedly.
I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line. I'm not listening to any more Reputation TV rumors.
I'm just putting it out there.
I'm done with that. My ship has sailed on that. It will come when it comes. I invested too many hours. We have a Canva that will never post.
Probably not.
Of posts about the Reputation TV that will never post.
I'm not saying I'm for it or against it, but keep your eyes peeled. At least I'm predicting it from the side of the couch.
Another thing that is back is not just Taylor Swift, but SNL.
Yes! I'm excited for SNL. I didn't actually even watch majority of this episode, unfortunately. Yeah. I have to get into it when I get home.
I watched, and they had a lot of the newbies. I feel like normally on that show, if you're a newbie, you aren't always like immediately on. You kind of have to like earn your spot or like write something that gets on the show.
Yeah.
And they actually had a lot of the newbies. The first person on screen was one of the newbies.
Oh, really?
The first second was one of the newbies.
I got to check it out.
Impersonating someone political.
Was it a good episode?
It was good. Yeah. I liked seeing, I thought it was cool seeing Veronica is cool up there.
Oh yeah, she's cool. Yeah.
I am like 90% happy for them. 10% jealous.
Yeah, I get that.
I feel great for them, but I'm also like, oh, that should be me.
That can be us. Don't worry. They're picking from the digital age.
Yeah, now they're picking from the digital age.
It could be us. You could be seeing us.
Did you see? So Caleb Heron did a really great interview with Jesse David Fox on Vulture. It's called The Good One. He interviews comedians about comedy, but Caleb talks about basically saying the 2 times he did not get SNL were like probably the better times in his career because they lit a fire under his ass. Like
so cool.
It made him be like, okay, I should be on this show. And he goes, and now I know I shouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
he said
I completely
it was
know.
the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah.
He didn't get it.
But
cool.
I think what was interesting was it was like, wait a minute, I am smart enough and funny enough to be on this show, even if he's not like a cultural fit.
Yeah.
And so he was like, that's what really pushed me to like start doing my own
And he's
stuff.
doing his own thing.
So you went in that interview too that it was about weight.
I've heard it from the female side. I've never heard it on the
Yeah.
male
I would
side,
assume from the
but-
female side there's that pressure because it's society.
But I think
it's
something,
NBC.
but something that was publicly known, or at least has been publicly known, was like it was Tina couldn't get on camera until she lost weight.
Oh yeah, Tina
like
Fey.
she was a writer and was like deemed
Yeah.
very funny, and it was like I don't know that it was explicitly told to her, but she basically talks about how it was like the only way I was getting on camera was losing weight.
I think that's really cool to hear from Caleb saying like I put a fire under my ass and now I'm doing like he's very successful in my eyes as a comedian. So I'm like, that's also very cool as someone who's like trying to do stand up now too. And exploring that avenue, it's like holding yourself to that standard of like, I have to be on SNL to be considered successful when we're in this digital age where that doesn't even really matter as much anymore. So I feel like that's really cool to see. And them still obviously picking from the digital pocket, like seeing these new stars come up is also interesting how that's going to play out for the rest of their season, casting and whatnot.
I was shocked that they brought up the J.K. Rowling.
I
don't know why. Maybe it's because like we're in this era where I'm like, are we allowed to say things anymore?
Yeah.
And but Megan and I were talking about this before we started recording. Do you want to say what you said, Meg? Why you thought?
I mean,
for those who don't know, context is like they Bowen Yang was Dobby the house elf.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like a free elf. and it was commenting on that J.K. Rowling has been super transphobic.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. NBC has a big relationship with the WB because they have their part. They have
they own part.
They have the Wizarding
parks.
World of Harry Potter is in the Universal Parks, so I feel like that helps there. And like, I feel like at this point, the public sentiment on her is pretty clear.
Yeah.
And like, if WB is denying that, they're clearly like, they've got their head in the clouds because like I think we can all agree, even like their main cast members, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma, like they've all come out and basically been like, we don't have these views. So.
I was also thinking like J.K. Rowling will die and the IP will live on forever, and they own the IP, and so they're trying to like be like, oh well, we still want to profit off this IP.
Well, I think there's also that like we even talked about Harry Potter once on here, and people were annoyed that we were like giving Harry Potter like more breath or more life because we were sharing our experiences of like growing up on Harry Potter. And it is sad because it's like, you're right, we don't want to give more money to J.K. Rowling or like make her more popular just by mentioning Harry Potter, but it's like you said, you know, this IP goes so much further than this one person who created it, and how it's been involved in media, but also in a lot of people's lives as well.
And I'm thinking like from a business standpoint, they're probably like, well, if we go this way, we could still save the IP.
Yeah,
like
probably.
If we seem like we're on board with that, we don't condone her. People will still want to come to the theme park.
I saw that Emma Watson recently did an interview, and I forget who interviewed her, but basically they had again asked her about J.K. Rowling and how like, does she still have a relationship with her, and how does she navigate? And Emma Watson, she basically says like, I think that there's an opportunity to still love the person and disagree with them, and you know, not necessarily stand for what they believe in, but also respect and remember the relationship that we once had. And people kind of were divided on that response because they were like, Emma, it seems like you're just kind of like diverting the fact of like, oh, you're absolving her of what she said and whatnot, and still wanted to be relationship with her. But then J.K. Rowling basically called out Emma Watson and like ripped her apart for the response, and then also like retweeted a spoof of that interview with Emma, and was basically like had no interest in keeping that relationship with her. So I thought that was funny because, you know, Emma was trying to be a little bit more like, I'm trying to be neutral, but J.K. Rowling doubled down and like didn't even respect that. And so it made me even be like, okay, girl, you officially lost the plot.
Yeah.
I mean, I still didn't like J.K. Rowling, but I was like curious to see what her take was going to be on that. And it was completely negative.
Well, next week on SNL is going to be Role Model and Amy Poehler.
Yes.
Which is such a fun mix.
Yeah.
For those unfamiliar with Role Model, his lore runs deep for me because I'm an OG Emma Chamberlain fan, and he used to date her and then had his music career, and now his music career is kind of popping off, especially with the TikTok girlies, because he has this song Sally, and someone will come out, he'll go, where's my Sally tonight? And someone will come out. It's my mom's dream to be a Sally. I'm like,
I would
me
like to.
too, girl. Last year was J Hud Tunnel. This year it's to be Sally.
Hilary Duff came out as his Sally at the Austin City Limits Festival, and Hilary Duff and him looked so fun together, dancing on stage. They were, you know, just enjoying it, and they took pictures after it. I was just like stalking Role Model after, and I was like, wow, he is so cute.
Roll the clip of me talking about Role Model and you being, I was telling you my brother didn't like him, and you were like, yeah, he's okay, he's just not for the gays.
Oh, I don't remember saying that.
Roll the clip. Role Model is an artist. Govball Conan Gray came out and they kissed, which was so cute, and it was crazy to see with my eyes.
Yeah.
But I love that he's like, where's my diva? Like, I'm like, me. But then wish I got my wax before. Just kidding.
For Role Model, you have a boyfriend, Eleni.
I think I recall, I don't think he was like a full hater, but you were kind of like, he's like a basic,
my brother didn't know
skinny
either.
guy. Yeah.
There was like a clear, like when I was at the concert, there was a clear group of girls who were on my side of TikTok and were like obsessed. And then my brother and Kat Pickard were like, oh, people like really know this guy. I'm like, yeah. But I think now he's gotten more mainstream.
He's definitely gotten more mainstream. I think this bit of bringing out the Sallys obviously has elevated that. And especially like he brought out Hilary Duff. The other people he's brought out are like Natalie Portman, Kate Hudson. He brought out Bowen Yang that one time.
His mom one time. Guys, you guys are so late to this.
Him in a white
People,
t-shirt.
Me and you girls. Anyone who was here, these two have just discovered who role model was.
I've known about him, but
we know I'm not. You are the reason I'm up to date on the pop culture.
I've known about role model.
I just think it's funny.
Just more so now
Just the only one here is like
him.
an actual Gen Z gal.
I think he's super cute. I love his name, Tucker. I want to date him. I want to be his Sally girl.
You're so late to this party.
I know.
I think it's very interesting that celebrities with their shows are doing like these bits that are like who's the Sally? Sabrina Carpenter arrests someone.
People,
and it's like, who's arrested? Taylor Swift with the hat. It's like, who got the hat? It's like very much a bit.
From a social media standpoint and also marketing, I think it's a genius gimmick.
Oh, who is it tonight?
We're in this age where we're consuming so much so fast, and there's less of opportunities to make impressions on audiences, I feel like you can watch a concert on TikTok and not have to go, Now it's less like, oh my God, these are, moments that are going to be branded in our minds. It's now like, how do we make it specific? Even Lady Gaga, she doesn't perform every song at her show, but she does the bow song to
like a surprise song.
Yeah,
like a surprise song tonight was blank.
Right. She
it
does
gives them the thing to look forward to.
Yeah, forward to, but also make the experience very individual. So now you can finally have a lasting impression and be like, well, I was at that show when Hilary Duff came out. I was at the Lady Gaga show when she bowed to telephone. So I think it's a smart way to make it as individual experience for the people.
We should think on what ours is for our show so people can be like, well, I was at the Blabbermouths show where blank was the hottie of the week.
Yes.
Ooh, we should pick an audience member.
Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that.
Okay, we're gonna all that and more at our next live show.
Yes.
Tickets on sale now.
Sure.
Please blab with us. It is literally going to be the most fun night of your life. We guarantee it.
Yep.
During the live show, I made a joke about the martini I had backstage is coming back up. And someone after was like, were you really drunk when you got up there from your martini? I thought so. And I was like, wait, no, I wasn't blackout.
Oh, gosh.
I just was having acid reflux because I chugged it before we got on stage.
Fair enough. Well, yes, it is an exciting show. We will have a incredible it's part 2, baby.
Part 2, and we can't wait to see who the guests are. Maybe we'll have one of those guests on this couch.
Yes, so just you wait and see.
If you want to see more of me, you can follow me at Eleni Sabrakis.
If you want to see more of me, at Will Ozer, and the two of us at Betches.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks for blabbing with us.